everybody, Sean from Movie Assault here, and it is time for the video that was supposed to be an out and about video. I was actually going to make an out and about video last Tuesday, and unfortunately it did not come out as planned. So I figured I would just recap everything that I was going to do in the out and about video in this video, and basically cross out my to-do list for the end of 2021. So I'm recording this on January 2nd of 2022, so Happy New Year for those of you who are watching this around the beginning of the year, and if you're not, well, nostalgia. All right, so what I'm going to show you in this video is the stuff that I got for Christmas and immediately after Christmas, and that will include some things I got as presents, some stuff that I got on a run to buy, sell, trade, pickup or two from Amazon and Walmart, and Dollar Tree. I went to Dollar Tree and found two titles that I had overlooked the last time I was there. So I'll start with what I got for Christmas. These are pickups that my wife actually got for me. And the first is the Arrow release of Warning from Space, which was the first Japanese science fiction film to be made in color. And I remember watching this when I was a little kid. I don't remember much about it, but I was just curious to see how it would hold up in 2021, or now 2022. And all I remember is the weird star-shaped creatures from this and wondering what the hell was going on when I was a kid. But this was written by Hideo Oguni, who was also the screenwriter of several Akira Kurosawa classics, including Seven Samurai. And this does not say who it was directed by, and I am not familiar with the direction, but there's some decent special features. Warning from Space. And then continuing the weird 1960s theme, she also got me Gappa, the Triphibian monster. This was also known as the monster from a prehistoric planet, which was a poorly pan and scan version. So this will be the first time I've been able to see this in its original presentation. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. Then this I picked up at Walmart. This is the Bombs, Babes, and Blockbusters of Canon Films. It's a 10-pack DVD collection, which includes Electric Boogaloo, which is the wild, untold story of Canon Films. If you grew up in the 80s, Canon Films were probably a big part of your childhood if you were a moviegoer. So this includes Missing in Action with Chuck Norris, Invasion USA with Chuck Norris as well, Cobra with Sylvester Stallone, The Delta Force with Chuck Norris, Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren and Frank Langella, Over the Top with Stallone, Bloodsport with Van Damme, The Hitman with Chuck Norris, Hellbound with Chuck Norris, and Electric Boogaloo. Most of these movies I've seen, some I have not. I have not seen The Hitman, Hellbound, or Masters of the Universe, believe it or not. Invasion USA was the first movie I ever took a date to see, and she picked it. I did not. So, so I'm looking forward to digging into this in the new year. And then I picked up The Rock, starring Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, and Ed Harris. And this is actually for my Nicolas Cage Film Festival that I'm doing for January on my website, movieassault.com, to celebrate the birthday of Nicolas Cage. So stay tuned for that if you're one of those people who does go to the website to see the reviews that I write. I just watched and reviewed Snake Eyes for the first one, and that will appear this Friday. And then from Dollar Tree, I picked up Roadside. This is about two people who are on a road trip along a desolate mountain highway when they're forced to get out of their vehicle to remove a dead tree which is blocking their path, but before he can get back inside, they find themselves held hostage on the side of the road, trapped in their car by a mysterious gunman. I like the punctuation on this. They're trapped in their car by a mysterious, gunman. So I'm not expecting much from this. One of the reviews on the back supposedly compares this to a Hitchcock film, but the reviews on IMDb beg to differ. But we'll see. And then this one I just picked up because why not? I had some luck with a foreign superhero film when I picked up Rendell. So I'll see how this is. This is Valentine, the Dark Avenger, and appears to be based on the credits to be maybe of Eastern European descent. I'm not 100% sure where this came from. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, features a female superhero, Valentine the Dark Avenger. We'll see how that ends up. And then for my run to buy, sell, trade, I picked up 7 movies, or no, I can't count, 6 movies. This one I picked up mainly because of the packaging, not so much because of the movie, because I haven't seen the movie and I've heard it's terrible, but I thought the packaging was interesting. This is the Fantastic Four reboot from, when was this? What year did this come out? I'm going to say 2018, but I think it was maybe earlier than that. Doesn't matter. But it comes with a slipcover, which is cool. And then it's like a digibook, which it says it's a limited edition Blu-ray. But it's got some interesting facts and information about the Fantastic Four and some behind the scenes stuff. So I thought this was interesting. 2015. Wow, I was way off. Okay, so this movie's been out for 6 years. Haven't seen it. Don't know much about it. And I'm sure as soon as I watch this, we'll get word that the MCU is rebooting the Fantastic Four yet again. But anyway, I thought I would check this out. This is an upgrade to a DVD. This is The Jackal with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere. And this is interesting. It's a Blu-ray and DVD on the same disc, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of like an old flipper disc. I haven't tried it yet, so hopefully it works okay. But I'm interested to see this one. Also picked up Seven, starring Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Classic movie. For some reason, I never got this on Blu-ray. And this is another Nicolas Cage movie. I will be reviewing this one in January as well on the site. But the reason I picked this one up is because I saw a preview of this one on Arizona, which I picked up Once Upon a Time in Venice earlier this month as a result of seeing the trailer at the beginning of Arizona. But this, turns out it was filmed in Cleveland, which is where I live. So I was really more interested to see it because of that. It's also directed by Paul Schrader, who has done some really good things in his career. This apparently is not one of them based on some of the reviews I've read, but I was really more interested in this because it has Nick Cage in it and because it was filmed in Cleveland. But it does also have Willem Dafoe and who else? There's somebody else in here that is kind of interesting. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I thought there was somebody else that I recognized in this, but it may be the fact that it was directed by Paul Schrader. But anyway, Dog Eat Dog. And this is another addition to the possible candidates for the Halloween 15 in 2022. This is Cujo, which I have not seen since, it's probably since the late 80s, early 90s. But this came out in 1983, and I'm way overdue for a rewatch. This, of course, based on the novel by Stephen King. This was directed by Louis Teague and features Daniel Hugh Kelly, Danny Pintaro, Ed Lauder, and Christopher Stone, and we can't forget the Dee Wallace is in that. And then last but not least, this is a movie I started watching on cable, and for some reason it intrigued me, but I never got back to finishing it. Murder in the First. So I picked this one up as well. This has Christian Slater, Gary Oldman, and Kevin Bacon. And says it's the trial that brought down Alcatraz. The guy is imprisoned for heisting $5 for his starving sister, and his fate is worse than death. He's confined to the dungeons of Alcatraz after a failed escape, an isolation lasting 3 mind-shattering years. So I started watching this on cable. I really thought it was interesting. I had to go somewhere or something. I had to leave. I couldn't finish it, and I never got back to it, but I always wanted to find out what the hell happened. And I hadn't seen it anywhere. And ran across it at Buy Sell Trade and picked it up. So there you go. That is my post-Christmas haul for 2021. You're all caught up. That's everything I've got. I've documented everything I've purchased in 2021 over the past year. So start off strong in 2022. I'm probably not going to be buying as many older titles in 2022. I'm probably going to try and stay up on new releases because I find myself buying tons and tons of stuff and realizing that I'm buying it just to buy stuff, and which is kind of silly. So I'm going to stop doing that. So anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. More details coming up on that 200 subscriber giveaway in the near future. Probably have a video up about that in the next week or so. So stay tuned. And as always, if you have not subscribed yet, feel free to do so. And thanks for watching. Take it easy.